It is so hot in my room and I just put on all this makeup. Hello everyone, I know I'm coming to you a little bit belated on this topic, but if you've already seen April's video, great. If not, hello. This is my announcement video for the Winter 2016 CramAthon. If you're new here, CramAthon is a... dropped my phone. If you're new here, CramAthon is a readathon that occurs every winter and summer. It originated in the winter and the purpose is to read all your shortest books, all the books you have to finish. Just cram in a bunch of books at the end of the year to make sure that you reach your reading goal for the year in case you're behind, or if you just want to make sure you read more than you usually would if you hadn't done this readathon. I'm so excited to announce that this year's CramAthon is being co-hosted by, drumroll, April from Aprilius Maximus, who's a beautiful Australian booktuber. We've been friends for several years now and I just think she is so much fun and it's gonna be a lot of fun to host this with her. Go subscribe to her channel, go follow her on Twitter. She's absolutely amazing and I'm sure you all are gonna love her. So you can go look at previous videos and I have vlogs for all the times I've done CramAthon just to see how much it helps my reading. Anyway, let's just talk about when it's gonna be and what's gonna be about. So CramAthon this year, it starts December 16th, 2016 at midnight and it all goes on until December 23rd. So it's 7 days straight of reading that ends at 11:59 p.m. Once again, the purpose of this readathon is to just read all the shortest books on your shelf or the ones that would be the quickest, just to cram in a bunch of tiny things to meet your Goodreads goal. However, we do have 7 challenges to do, probably like 1 per day. First challenge is to read a book under 200 pages. This has always been one of our things, is to just encourage you to read some tiny books. The second challenge is to read 2 books in 24 hours, which should not be a challenge at all, because if you're reading like a 50-page children's book, I'm sure you could read a couple of those in a day. The third challenge is one that we've never really done before. Usually our challenges would be about page length or style or type of book, but this challenge is to read a book set in a different country than where you live. And the purpose of this is not only to make sure you have some diversity in there, but just something different to shake it up. The fourth challenge is to read a book that you've been putting off or have been meaning to read forever. This may include books that you've started and haven't finished, but just pick up something that you probably wouldn't have picked up if you weren't doing this readathon. The fifth challenge is to read a book with pictures. This could either be a children's book or some type of, like Milk and Honey has illustrations all throughout it, so something with illustrations that takes up a lot of the pages. Anything by Brian Selznick would probably constitute this because a lot of his books are written like half picture, half words. The sixth challenge is to read a graphic novel or manga. You know, those are always just the funnest. They're easy, they're quick, they're usually really good. And the seventh challenge is an overall challenge, and that's just to complete at least 7 books. So if you do all of these challenges, you'll probably automatically have the 7th one done. It's not an unrealistic goal to read 7 books in 7 days, especially if you're reading all the shortest and the quickest books on your shelves. You can do it. So we do have a Twitter account that manages the CramAthon. It is at CramAthon on Twitter. I'll have the link down below if you want to go check it out. The CramAthon's really low-key. I know that most readathons you probably have a lot of Twitter interaction, discussions and stuff, but quite frankly I'm too lazy for that, and quite frankly I always forget to do it. I don't want to take away any of the time that I would be reading in order to go and like talk on the Twitter account all the time, so it's not going to be the most interactive account, but it will be informational. We'll have reading sprints every now and then. Usually toward the end of the readathon we'll get on there and be like, hey, go read for 20 minutes, it'll be so much fun. But chances are I'm going to be working during the week, so April's gonna have to take up a lot of that, maybe. So yeah, go check out the Twitter account, let us know if you're going to be participating, post your TBR videos, we'll spread those and retweet them as needed, and hopefully you can participate this year. It's been growing larger and larger. I'm going to be vlogging during the week of CramAthon. I'll have my TBR posted in a little while, and hopefully you all will think this is fun and join in. As badly as we have typically run CramAthon, we do get a lot of participants, so hopefully the community of people will join together to finish our readathon challenge. This is the only year that I've actually needed this readathon. Typically I'm on my Goodreads goal, but I think I'm 4 books behind, which never happens. So definitely tweet your TBR, or tweet if you're doing it with the hashtag CramAthon. I think that's about it, so thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.